Oh, that's free game right there for the audience, yo. If you're starting out as a business owner, I need you to make a list of all your friends and family and then just so what was the biggest obstacle you had starting your business and how'd you overcome it?
Well, of course, I mean, money, see, the thing is when you get started, I didn't get started with, hey, Les, here's $20,000 in capital, go buy your computers and buy the software you need, all of this stuff. So one of the biggest obstacles I had was funding because I had this old computer, but really it wasn't suitable for what I wanted to do for my business. So I had to the first real computer, which was a Sony Volume. You remember they used to make garbage
Oh, yeah.
back in the day. Like I said, I bought a lot of Sony products, and so it was a nice volume, but I had to get it on credit. And
Oh,
so, you know, I think they could cost $2,000, and I didn't have $2,000, but I needed some gear. So I was using credit cards or any type of promotional thing they had. They said, hey, you can get this laptop for $50 a month. I think that's how I got that. It was like 50, maybe $60 a month. So funding was a big thing. And then just pretty much finding my groove, you know, because you get started with something, you still don't know what you're doing. I mean, technically, I knew how to build a website, but how to deal with customers, how to talk to people. I didn't really have a lot of clientele. And so, cold calling a few people I knew, those type of things. And then, then I learned a big lesson that families and friends, you can't depend on them.
right.
Because you would think, at the time when I first got started, I was thinking, okay, I'm starting this business. I got some family, I got some friends. They got businesses and they got stuff going on. I know they're gonna hit me up.
Uh-huh.
At least charge me a few $100s to help me get started. No, no. I mean, at the end of the day, they all want you to do it for free because
Right.
and and I'm sitting there like, I'm just getting started. I don't have any money. How can I do this for free? But everybody wants something for free, or they just totally ignore you or think, you're not good enough. And then I've had the feel to even go to other businesses to get their work done. That kind of hurt a little bit. And so it was just one of those things. It was just a hard lesson. So those are some obstacles I had to get over at the beginning.
Oh, that's free game right there for the audience, yo. If you're starting out as a business owner, I need you to make a list of all your friends and family and then just start crossing their names off before you even start. Because if that's who you're going to depend on to get started, you can ask them for feedback. You can ask them if they're in an industry that will benefit yours. You can even ask them for price ranges and stuff and how much would you charge for this? How much have you paid for this kind of stuff? You can get input from them, but if you're looking to make that your primary source of income, you're going to be in trouble. So you might as well just cross that off and start figuring out ways to make other connections with people because that's not going to be a viable way to get started unless you got family that has invested in businesses before, and they're really there about the foundational stuff. I strongly discourage you from thinking that that's going to be, your circle of people and friends and family is going to be the people that are going to sustain you from a business standpoint because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, especially, and I would say, especially at the beginning. Now, I will say, and I don't know if this is some type of psychological thing or not, but as you advance and people see that you are getting a little status, especially if you start doing because I've done some work for some people that are kind of well known,
Uh-huh.
they look at you different.
Right.
And that's what it would take, like, oh, you did that, last man, what's up, man? And it's like, okay, what was this energy at first? Yeah.
Exactly.
The whole Mike Jones scenario. That-
It's one of those things where I feel like it's you when you don't have any of the scuffs and scratches and stuff of experience on you, when you have no social proof of whether your stuff actually works,
right.
they kind of view you as an existential threat to their pocketbook. You get some of that on you, and now it's not a threat, and they don't feel obligated to pay you as a family member or a friend. They're hiring you for a service, and there's proof that there's actually something in the background. Now, as a marketer, I can tell you one of the dangers is you have to be very transparent about, what their expectations of your product or service is. Because if they're coming in with these wide expectations and you don't know that their follow-up system is trash, like if their follow-up system is awful, I could set up whatever system I want to. And, just because it worked over here, well, over here they had a great follow-up system. On this other side, they don't really care about clients that don't return, so they never follow up with them.
Yeah,
And so that's one of the dangers specifically. But if you check off the boxes and you look like you're not a threat to them, they'll do business with you. But even though they love you, you're kind of a threat to their pocketbook, if that makes sense.